Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos.
Game York to kick off.
We've got ourselves a fight in this one to get back above 500. Week 3 is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's Mitchell again. Let's attack him. He's still going. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Baltimore, first down. First down, Baltimore.
Again, this is Mitchell. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Offense to the line. 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. Down to the 44-yard line as he nearly picks up the first. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look.
DC ready?
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
First down, here's Lamar. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. I'm going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Pistol snap to Jackson. Hits him on the out route. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
The Ravens getting their first look inside the red zone. They've got 1st and 10 from the 20. Mitchell off the pistol give. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? It sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Has this at the 6. Things going well so far. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. It's a complete to Kenneth Walker. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish off their opening drive. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. First carry here for the former Memphis Tiger. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Forward, following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
Jackson now on 3rd. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A big play, and that's him 17 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Very small gain, if anything here, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down by Dominic Hampton. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Flush down out to his... And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half, and just kind of wait. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
3rd and long for him here. Rolling left, finds pressures there, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. We can't dig him out from deep on their own side. He stopped inside the 10.
At their own 7-yard line.
right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Nix off the play action. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They start out with a 3rd and 6. They'll air it out on 3rd. He finds his man, Ingram. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Nix. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Once more, it's Nix. On the move, headed right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Walker on 1st down. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Following the play, that's quarterback Bo Nix in some noticeable pain, Brock. Obviously a worrying sight as he receives some assistance. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
18, Pioneer, 2. Cowboy 80. 70 Rangers, 70.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Got to get some protection up front here, Kate. He is already in the game because they knocked out the starter, and trust me, you don't want to get to the emergency quarterback.
Ooh, baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Plowing up the middle. Rolling into enemy territory. And he gets this down near the 30.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Throwing the out route complete. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
First down, Ravens.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. They break the huddle. It's second down now. Lamar out of the pistol. Escapes out to the left. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually the only option left was to throw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Here he goes, third and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Oops, knocks it through. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. Making some progress here. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Broncos first down. So 2 minutes still to play in this first half, partner. More for Mile High in just a moment. We've set it downs from 37. Next with it on first. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
First and goal. Here's Walker. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well,
it's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos get some late points and the lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead.
Ravens 10. Cade York to kick off.
Now he's York to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Walker hauls it in. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Baltimore.
Lamar back to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And out of bounds he goes on that big pickup. They're inside the red zone now. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
On first down, Jackson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Design run, Jackson keeping it. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. They broke out the design run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right, an extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
14. To kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Throwing on first down, Nix. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
And the Broncos.
Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts.
1st and 10.
And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Just 1 play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45.
Bombers. Oh, my second.
On first down, it's Nix. He puts some juice on a deep cut at the 20-yard line. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos take the lead just before halftime.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead.
Ravens 17. Cade York to kick off.
Now he's York to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. First down. Here's Lamar. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. After the sack, defense has got to be feeling good. Here comes 2nd and 12. Lamar now from the gun. Chased out to his right. He's running with it. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He puts a man under it deep down the middle. He's got his man. This is Walker. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take the lead just before halftime. It's a Tez Walker touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens push their lead to 3. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. He fields it from the 8. Good work so far. He's got room. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Rolling out to his left. Connects on the crosser. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
He'll give up the gut to Walker. And his charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Play action with Nix. No place to go. Ravens take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Buys time, rolling right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Trying to find his tight end. That brings up 4th and long.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
And the fair catch secure here at the 16.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Here's the long back on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Getting out to his left. He's going to keep it this time. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With half of the ball left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
They gain 11 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
1st down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ready.
From the red zone on first. He brings it in. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. York tacks on that extra point. And the Broncos take a 4-point lead.
Broncos 28, Ravens 24. York to kick off.
On now is York to kick this one away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up first and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Broncos get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Jackson's pass.
First down now. Ball at the 33.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 33.
Walker now from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Second and 10. Need something positive here. Staying with Walker. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on a big play down to the 19. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass in that RPO scheme offensively. Feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
Cut out left. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
A gain of 9.
Just a yard left to go on second down.
At the Ravens' 10-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he'll have a pickup of 3, which is good enough to make it first and goal.
That's the beauty of mixing up your play calling. Like a great boxer, you never throw the same punch. Throw some unique looks. And that jet sweep, highly effective at moving the chains.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Nick's off the play action. Vacates quickly left side. And they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Fields this one at the 3. This makes it up to the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those 2, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
This is a heater going deep. That's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing third down.
4 and 6 yards to go.
To the air on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. Making the call himself. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. We've set it down from 37.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Ravens.
First down throw for Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Caught by his back. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8, 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. First and 10 now from the 30. Lamar throwing again. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Broncos are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. We have seen this happen before, partner. 3 interceptions in a row. We're going to spare the quarterbacks who've done it. Not going to mention any names, but man, not a list that he wanted to join.
Yeah, he probably stopped throwing the ball. Like, stop throwing the ball. Did I say that out loud?
That was out loud, yeah. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Hold on, son. Captain.
Nix from the gun. And this one is launched downfield. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Roquan Smith with the pick.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. This one sent up to Lamar. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Lamar off the play fake. Flush down out to his left. And they pick him off again. And the Broncos are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
I think they were going to be grateful just to get the ball back, but now look at where they're getting it, Kate. This is already inside field goal range. I promise you this, they're going to be disappointed if they don't get at least 3 points off that takeaway.
Walker running to the right. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
It's a gain of 5.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up.
And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His third through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Broncos push their lead to 18.
24.
Now he's York to kick this one away.
To kick off.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. There's a dive up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's a handoff. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throw here, 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. On the move, headed right. And they pick him off again. Pat Surtain has it. Take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Walker again. This defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. Give him 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for 3rd down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos nearing their 2nd win of the campaign. 1 yard all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Ready.
Walker. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Broncos put up even more points in a win. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos continue piling on to this lead. Now he's York to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10.
Hey, report!
Right up the gut. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An defensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. Third and short.
Now Jackson on third down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable in an incomplete.
Hands are tied. Got to have it on this fourth down.
That's it.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
It's a gain of 2.
Pickup of 2 here. And the conversion sets them up with a new set of downs.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
Taking a final shot at the end zone. And there's our last stand image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are stopped on the return on the final play of this game. So to the side of me, mile-high salutes throughout the building. It's a win at home for the Broncos. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
Well, that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.